I'm back, and I'm gonna make another cheesecake today, but this time it's gonna be not just a chocolate cheesecake, but here's my secret ingredient, chocolate malt powder. So I'm gonna make a chocolate malt cheesecake in the Instapot, and I promise you, it's gonna be very easy. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube on chocolate cheesecakes, and when you start watching them, you're like, no, this is gonna be a pain, I'm not doing that. Well, my video is going to be so easy that you have to try it. It's going to be so good, you're going to want to do it. It's going to be so delicious.
This is the Instapot 6-quart duo, and we have it plugged in. But first, we're going to go over here and make the crust.
Okay, this is our container right here, and it's like a 6.5-inch round, and I'll put the link on that below. Here we have parchment paper. All right, parchment paper. Rip a piece off. Take the bottom insert and watch this. That's for next time. And for this time, I'll take my parchment paper, wrap it around. Not going to cut anything. Not going to waste any time. Just plunk that guy in there. I'm just going to use spray pan. Okay, and then I have regular Oreo cookies with the filling still inside. I put them in a bag here, and I have 15 of those. So what I'm going to do is just crunch these guys up real quick, and then roll them out. There we go, that's good enough. Put our pin back there. Now I'm going to dump my Oreo cookies into the bowl. And then we have 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Put that in there. Just mix that up a bit. See how nice that looks? Now I'm just going to pour that in my insert. Just spread that around. I like to use a drinking glass then. Just going to pack that down. All right. Now, this I'm going to go set in the freezer for a few minutes while we make our cheesecake. All right, so now I'm going to use my big boy bowl here. It's huge. And then I'm going to add a 2-pack of Philadelphia cream cheese. That's 2 bricks, so I've already pre-melted those a bit in the microwave. Just like that. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of white sugar. I'm going to crack 2 eggs. A cup of sour cream. And you'll notice when I measure things, it's pretty much about what I say. This is not rocket science. It does not have to be exactly anything. And if you want to alter the recipe, do it to your liking. You're still going to get cheesecake. Next, I'm going to add 1 cup of chocolate. I've melted some chocolate chips. And here's what I have, semi-sweet morsels. So I'll take my 1 cup of chocolate. I'll just add that my mix. Notice I'm not measuring things and mixing it individually. Not doing that. I'm just gonna plunk it all in one bowl and mix it all up at the same time, and you'll see what I get. Cheesecake.
Yummy, delicious cheesecake.
I'll do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 tablespoon of flour. And 1 tablespoon of unsweetened natural cocoa. Yummy chocolate powder. Now I'm going to take my mixer, hand mixer, mix that all up. Okay, all mixed up. Don't you just want to put your finger in there and eat that, or smash your whole face into it?
Yes, I do.
All right, so that is your chocolate cheesecake batter, and I stopped there because if you just want to make a chocolate cheesecake, you can. Now I'm going to add my mystery ingredient, which is chocolate malted milk powder. So I'm going to add a half a cup of chocolate malted milk powder into this. Now I'm going to blend in my malt powder. You want to try it, don't you?
Super good.
All right, I'll take my chocolate malt cheesecake batter. I'll pour it over that now.
That batter is so good.
Okay. Let that sit there and Samuel can lick the bowl. Okay, now it's time to cook the cheesecake. So first I need to take a cup of water and pour that in my Instapot because in all reality, we're steaming the cheesecake. That's how you cook it. So I'm going to take my cheesecake, put it on my trivet with my handles, lift that up, and then insert that into the Instapot. Now we're going to come down here, and why don't you come down here and I'll give you a close-up here. We're going to hit pressure cook, keep warm off, and you see where it says pressure? It's on high, okay? And then I'm going to crank that thing up to 28 minutes. And then I'm going to put my lid on, lock the pressure gauge on top to lock position, and now as soon as that heats up, it's going to heat up for a couple minutes, and then it's going to pressure cook it on high for 28 minutes. Just like that. Now 28 minutes, the timer just went off, 28 minutes has passed. Now I'm going to let that rest for 10 minutes. And as soon as 10 minutes goes by, then we will break the seal, but not until then. Let's pull that guy out. There's our chocolate malt cheesecake. There's a little bit of water on here, so I'm just going to blot that real quick. And yes, this is the best way to do this. There's no reason to cover anything with tin foil. That's just another added step. It's ridiculous. You don't need to do that. It's really easy to just pat this with a little bit of paper towel. There's not much moisture left in there. That's good. And now I just need to make the chocolate ganache. All right, so the topping is going to be a ganache topping. It's going to be a delicious chocolate topping. Once again, I'm going to use my semi-sweet morsels. So I'm going to pour in the other cup that's in the bag, and I'll just put that right in my microwave container. And then I'm going to take heavy whipping cream. I'm going to pour a half a cup in there. Now I'm going to microwave this for about a minute, and then I'm going to stir it, and then I'll microwave it for 30 seconds at a time and mix that until it's perfect, and I'll be right back with you. All right, that was about a minute and a half in the microwave. I stopped it and mixed it halfway through. Okay, so now watch this. Don't let that cool. You can just go ahead and put this on right away. So I'm going to pour my ganache right over the top, just like that. That's it. Now this needs to go in the refrigerator for, usually when people make Instapot cheesecakes, they say 4 hours. You know what that means? That means a minimum of 4 hours before it cools off. It's probably better if you do it for 4 hours to 6 hours, but you mean the last cheesecake I made, I said 4 hours, and I think I pulled it out in 3.5 hours, and it was a little bit soft in the middle, which is fine. It's still cooked cheesecake, but it wasn't hard or firm, and people like to comment about that in my last video. But what we're gonna do is probably refrigerate this overnight and eat it tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, we'll probably do it tomorrow. And then that way it'll be really firm. So let's just take this and go put that in the fridge. Minimum of 4 hours, preferably overnight. See, it's the next day. Different shirt on. Instapot chocolate malt cheesecake. Let's check this out. Let's go. Now you need a Star Wars coffee cup. And that way you can go like this. Man, press the cheesecake right out. First cross-section view of that. How beautiful is that?
That looks delicious.
Okay.
Smells delicious too.
I'm going to take it right off the little trivet thing. See, parchment paper is even taken off. All right, let's give this a cut. All right, check that out. The 3 layers, the Oreo cookie layer, the chocolate malt cheesecake layer, and the chocolate ganache topping. Look at that delicious chocolate malt cheesecake. All right, Samuel, you're up. First taste test. Let me know what you think there.
This is delicious. You have to try this.
How's the malt flavor in it? Is it good? Yeah?
Now it's my turn. This cheesecake only rivals one, our original flavor.
Nice. All right, here goes. That is completely insane. Chocolate on chocolate on chocolate with malt. That's probably one of the most amazing chocolate experiences I've ever had in my life. All right. I've tried a lot of cheesecakes, a lot of Instapot cheesecakes. That's how I originally came up with our original New York cheesecake recipe for the Instapot, and I'll set a link on the side of the video right here. But this cheesecake is absolutely insane. I've tried a lot of different combinations of chocolates. This is the #1 first place winner of all of them that we've tried, so I'm going to put that in the link. And you have to try this. This is amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. Get your Instapot out. Thanks for watching.